Okay, good morning, students. So today we discuss that how to draw Hasse diagram. Hasse diagram is actually drawn for a partial order relation. Okay, partial order relation, and there are actually two types of partial order relation. First one is relation of divisibility. This symbol is actually called divisibility. Okay, relation of divisibility. And number two relation is relation of subset. Okay, so for these two types of relation, we can draw a say diagram. Okay. Hasse diagram is actually the diagrammatically representation of a partial order relation. Okay. So we understand this, that how to draw the Hasse diagram uh, from these examples. So example number one, that draw a Hasse diagram representing representing partial ordering. Okay, I told you na, that we can apply this only for partial order relation. Partial ordering. This partial ordering is given like this. That in this we have those elements in relation such that A divides B. Okay? On this set 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8 comma 12. Okay, so this is the set, and this is the partial order relation, because the divisibility relation is partial order relation. Now from this set we now draw the Hasse diagram. Okay, so we begin drawing this Hasse diagram from the very first element. Okay, the very first element is always written at the bottom. Okay, so the very first element is 1. Okay, now next you check that this 1 divides 2 or not. Yes, 1 divides 2. So as 1 divides 2, so it is kept above in hierarchy. Okay, so here as this 1 divides 2, so it means that these two elements, they are relation. Okay, 1 is at the bottom and 2 is at the top here. Okay, now check that that 1 divides 3 or not. Yes, 1 divides 3. Okay, 1 also divides 3. So in hierarchy this elements comes. Now check the relationship between 2 and 3. Okay, between 2 and 3. 2 does not divide 3. Okay, so as 2 does not divide 3, so there cannot be any joining line between these two. Okay, because 2 does not divide 3. Okay, so what is the next element? Next element is 4. Okay, next element is 4. So you see that these elements 1, 2 and 3, okay, 1 divides 4, there is no problem in that, but there is no need to join 1 with 4. Okay, you directly join 2 with 4. Why it is like that? Because we know that this partial order relation, this is a transitive also. Okay, so as 1 divides 2, 2 divides 4, it automatically follows that 1 divides 4. So for that we do not draw any separate line. Okay, so for that we do not draw any separate line. Now is there any relationship between 3 and 4? No, there is no relationship. So that is why you need not to join 3 with 4. Okay, now what is the next element? The next element is 6. Okay, so write 6 on this side. Why? because 3 divides 6. Okay, and check other elements also. 1 also divides 6, so that is why there is a connecting path between 1 and 6. Okay, next, what do you say about 2? 2 also divides 6. Okay, and there is no connecting path between 2 and 6, because you cannot go in this direction. Okay, 2 does not divide 1. Okay, 1 divides 2. So what you do, you just join this 2 with 6. Okay, join this 2 with 6. Now what is the next element? Next element is 8. So 8 comes here. Now 4 divides 8. Okay, what is the relationship between 6 and 8? 6 does not divide 8, so do not join 6 with 8. Okay, now what is the next element? Next element is 12. Okay, so where to write this element? On this side, 12. Okay, you see that 6 divides 12. Okay, 6 divides 12. 4 also divides 12. Okay, but what is the relationship between 8 and 12? 8 does not divide 12. Okay, so this is the Hasse diagram of this partial order relation. So once we have the Hasse diagram, then we want to find some elements in this. Okay, so first of all we find maximal element maximal elements. Okay, so maximal elements, they are always found at the top of the Hasse diagram, and these are those elements which are not connected further with any other element. So you see that in this diagram 8 and 12, they are not further connecting to any elements. So it means that maximal elements here are 8 and 12. Okay, these are the last elements, and these are not connected with any other elements. So that is why 8 and 12, these two are the maximal elements. Okay, now next we find minimal element. Minimal elements, they are always found at the bottom of the Hasse diagram, and these are those elements, okay, which are not in a relation with any other element from below. Okay, so you see that below 1 there is no element. Okay, so no element is in a relation with 1. Okay, below here. So that is why we can say here that the 1 is the minimal element. Okay, so this is all in this video. I will share more videos of the Hasse diagram. Okay, thank you very much, students.